Hi folks, Jesse Ivy back with you again today, and today we are going to talk to you about property taxes, and basically property taxes having to do with homes. So I own a home, and my property taxes, I live in Oregon, and my property taxes are pretty high. But I wanted to find out what the medium, basically, the average highest parts of the United States. I wanted to find out what states were the highest as far as a median property tax bill. So what I did is I kind of scanned around and scanned the internet a little bit to find this information out for you. And I think it's pretty interesting. Just what the average, what it costs somebody just to, own a house. You have to, if you don't have your house paid off, you have to make your mortgage payment, and then you have to make your property tax payment on top of that. And some people have it inside their mortgage, and then some people don't. Some people save it all up for the latter part of the year and pay it. Probably smarter to put it inside your payment, because then you can just pay it as you go. But regardless, property taxes have been in the news a lot lately. I know President Trump's talking about doing away with property taxes, or trying to do that. I think he's going to have a big pushback on that, because a lot of these states aren't going to want to do that. I live in a state that won't want to do that because they like to get our money. But regardless, I thought you might find this interesting, just to find out what states have the highest median property tax bill, basically the average highest median for homeowners that live in those states. So I'm going to put on my glasses here, and I'm going to read this to you, what I found out, because I found it to be kind of interesting. So if you live in New York, that's the fifth highest median property tax bill. So if you lived in New York and you owned a house, the average for a property tax bill in New York, it would be $6,096. That's your average property tax bill if you owned a home in New York. So, and that it could be lower than that in places, certain part of places in New York, and higher in that in other places. But that's the average property tax bill in New York. Now, the fourth highest property tax bill is in Washington, the state of Washington. And that has a median annual property tax bill of $6,338. So, you try to live in the Pacific Northwest. I live in the Pacific Northwest. I don't live in Washington. But the highest, that's pretty high tax bill right there, just for an average bread and butter house, probably. That's probably not even the tip of the iceberg. It's probably a lot higher than that for homes that cost more. But that's the average in Washington state. So they come in number 4. Number 3 would be Connecticut. Connecticut residents pay a median property tax bill for owning a house in the state of Connecticut of $6,944. And I'm willing to bet that probably, there's probably lower versions of that, but there's probably definitely higher versions of that. But you're almost paying $7,000 a year for property taxes on your home, even if you've already paid off your home, which I think is ridiculous. Let's say you already paid off your home, and you're still paying property taxes on a home you own. I just think that is totally ridiculous. That somebody like a senior citizen, they have to pay that property tax bill. Even that's $7,000, and what if they're on Social Security? That's a lot of money. Coming in at number 2 is New Hampshire. New Hampshire has a median annual property tax bill of $7,715. So, if you live in New Hampshire and you're on Social Security, or you don't make that much, you're having a tough time paying those property taxes, because that's how high it is. And dang well, there's homes there that are, that are higher. There's probably some homes that are lower, but, that's man, you're cruising up on $8,000 in property tax bills just to own a home. And like I said before, if you've paid off your home, you're still having to pay for those property tax bills. And then coming in at number one, the highest place in the United States that's coming in at number one would be, believe it or not, New Jersey. So New Jersey has a property tax, their annual property tax bill for the medium on a home would be $9,413. So you're paying almost $10,000 on top of your house payment if you're still making one. You know, that is a lot of money if you really think about it. So, you know, going back and review, you know, coming in at number 5 was New York, number 4 is Washington, number 3, Connecticut, number 2, New Hampshire, and number 1, New Jersey. I just find that incredible, you know, that our states give so, you know, they want us to pay property taxes so much, and you know, that's just a lot of money for us all to have to come up with. And my whole thing is, you know, if you're taxing us so much, and you've got all this extra money because you're always taxing us to send overseas and all that stuff, you know, and then pay for all these programs, you know, we must be paying too many taxes. That's all I've got to say on that subject. States, you know, they control your property taxes, but they still have all their programs that they want you to pay for and all this other stuff. But honestly, myself, I hope that President Trump is able to get rid of the property taxes, but I'll be very surprised if that happens. I honestly would be. If you like buying land, go to our website, go to www.ownerfinanceland.com. You can check out our land that we have for sale there. And if you like our channel, please subscribe. And this is Jesse signing off. We'll be back again very soon with another video for you to watch. And I'd like to wish you having a great summer. I hope you are. And we'll be back again very soon with another video for you to watch. And this is Jesse signing off from the Owner Terms Land Network.